Nikitara, and welcome to another Hellenic Pagans video. This one being, number 22. Hellenic Pagans videos are now coming to you directly from Larisa, Greece. Hellenic Pagans videos are brought to you by the Hellenic Pagan Authority of the Mystery Tradition. My name is Evangelos Rigakis, or if you like, Evan Rigakis, and I am your administrator. Today I'm going to be talking about the candidate review. The candidate review is an annual event held by the administration of the ancient Hellenic Fellowship of Mystics, simply known as AA. This is the only time of the year when the fellowship accepts candidates. The review is held on the day of the autumn equinox, otherwise known in our tradition as Ginia. Everyone is welcome to apply. There are no restrictions except for candidates must be at least 18 years old or older and possess an above average knowledge of Hellenic paganism and spirituality. This is not for beginners. The whole process of initiation requires that you have this type of knowledge. Therefore, you'll get tested on this to see where you're at. Beginners are directed to the Hellenic pagan tradition to learn the skills required for the practices of the mystery tradition. Before making the decision to apply, it is highly recommended that you take a look at the Manifesto Mysterio, which you could find in the files section of Hellenic Pagans on Facebook. Those seeking initiation must submit their name, proof of age, and physical address to the email thriskia@gmail.com or the address Agape Prophet House, 14 Nikitara Street, Giannouli, Larisa, 41500, Greece. But I would advise definitely sending it at an email address, which I will put in the description below, rather than snail mail to Greece itself. It takes longer, and you have up until the equinox to do it. So aspirants may submit their name from the Kanya festival, which is August 2nd, I believe. Yeah. Names must be submitted by the day before the candidate review. So it just means that actually I would think that you could submit your name at any time of the year just before the equinox. But notifications usually go out on the previous festival to the equinox. So that's Kanya, August 2nd. The candidate review is conducted both physically and spiritually. Physically, you will be given a written exam, which is sent to you on the day of the review or the equinox. You will have 5 days to complete it and send it back to us. The exam is meant to indicate your present state of spiritual development and knowledge, and what we had said just before. Spiritually, here's the kicker. Spiritually, we have something called, we call them the Council of Seven. They are mystic chiefs that basically consult the heads of the order. With the review spiritually, what happens is you will be visited by a group of mystic chiefs. We call them the Council of Seven. They will come at odd times, even before the review, and they will be between 3 to 7, not necessarily 7 of them at a time. They will not harm you, nor cause you any mishaps. You most likely not even know they're there. The worst that you may see is some strange dreams and visions. If you're sensitive enough, maybe you could even communicate with them or detect them or whatever. Their purpose is to determine the evolutionary cycle of your spirit, where it is presently. In order to take on the path of the mystic, you need to have a certain point where your own spirit has evolved, because everything evolves, of course. And we all have separate cycles. It's best called cycles. Paying off karma or reaping rewards or whatever the case may be. But why do I always do that? Never mind. Okay, keep the hands down. The spirit evolves like everything else. So we need to be able to determine whether or not your spirit is in the proper cycle to be able to further itself on the path and take on the path of the mystic. The path of the mystic is to achieve, open communication with your demona, or your higher self. Remember, it's all about know thyself. That's all it's about. It's not about the gods, it's about know thyself. So on the path to know thyself, you need to have certain requirements. But any work that you do towards this epitome of knowing thyself, it will serve you well even in your next life and so on, depending on what you believe, of course. Now, if this is not to your liking, of strange entities checking you out, then you should not submit your name. No, I do admit that this may sound a little far-fetched, but trust me when I tell you this has been the experience of many candidates who have been able to detect the council throughout the year. We've been around since 1982, and numerous reports of content. You even there is even an invocation of the council that every member can have and use and communicate with the council. The Council of Seven, of course, are the seven sisters of the Pleiades, in other words, indicating where we're really from. And of course, from the direction of what we call the Pleiades, but at the same time, more than one world, more than one race from that direction. You know what? That's another video. So I'm going to end it here. Okay, so this is basically the candidate review. You want to get initiated. I am going to make another video specifically about initiation and what it actually entails and what it actually means and all that happy horseshit. So, but be patient with me. I don't know how long it'll take me to actually make the video. So if you've reached the end of this video, I thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you do like it. It really helps me a lot, and I can better serve you, right? Okay, so I wish you all the blessings of the gods, straight from Greece, and I'll catch you on the next video.